Y'all not ready. I'm talking about real music. Y'all kids don't know nothing about the instrumentation of the thing, okay? You can't be out here trying to boss up on somebody. You got zero skill. Let me tell you something. If you was to put Cardi B or any one of them little rinky-dink little rappers, whether they be male or female right now, against one of these conscious rappers out here, I can guarantee you they would not be able to hold a candle to somebody with a real vocabulary, somebody that has a real knack for constructing words, somebody know how to use metaphor, somebody that know how to write their own punchline, somebody that know how to freestyle. Y'all look rinky-dink little rappers, y'all need to go sit down somewhere, let the real grown-ups get back to this real music, because y'all honestly, y'all messing it up. Y'all messing up everything we created in the past 50 years. Y'all don't realize that rap music been out for 50 years. Do you realize that? Rap music started happening in the 70s. Okay, we've been doing this shit for a long time. Y'all want to come out here with this bullshit? Get back. Listen. Get back. Huh? Y'all got to get back. We got real music out here. Huh? Real music, baby. It's not even about y'all saying that it's liberating and all this other stuff. It's not real music, okay? You got somebody sitting behind an electronic box making a beat. No, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. If y'all was to put any one of these little rinky-dink rappers against somebody that even came from the 70s. Back in the 70s, they was doing them elementary rhymes, you know, but they still had it to a point where it meant something. You understand? Thank you. Yeah, exactly. And see, they don't understand. It's bit like I said, rap music is not nothing new. These little kids out here talking about, oh, wasn't nobody talking this and that when the men started doing it. Baby, y'all was not alive when the men started doing it. Okay, y'all was not alive when rap music came out and it was dominated by males. Neither one of y'all know what the hell was going on back then. So y'all need to go ahead and just shut it on down. And like I said, get back to the real music, baby. Get back to the real music, baby. Real music. Anybody playing with you? Nobody playing with you. Y'all sit down. We got it. We got it. Because y'all playing around too much. Y'all out here. And let me tell you something. The only reason why Cardi B even got her deal is because she rinky-dink. And you need to know that. It's the only reason why she got a deal, and the reason why she on is because she a rinky-dink rapper. Them Jewish people that signed her to her label, they know damn well she ain't got no real talent that's worth anything. They knew she was an empty vessel, and she was looking for a come up, and she was a perfect opportunity for them to exploit her so that she could exploit us. You understand what I'm saying to you? Y'all gotta open your eyes to see what the hell been playing, the games that they playing over top of your head. The reason why they out here making money off of this type of bullshit. And y'all wanna help them push it. Y'all wanna help them push it for what? It's not even real music. Come on, somebody. What? Real music. What y'all know about it? What y'all know about it? Get out of here with that mess. I need you in my life. I know. What do I do? Come on, somebody sing along the song. I can't live without your love. What? Hey. Makes me feel like I'm the only one for you. Jesus, with the lyrical visa. Chillin', milk 'em, top billin', silkin', pure livin', me and little me. Malibu creek, we palm trees, cats made hard roll, and look out, Diablo. The williest, the silliest. The more I smoke, the smaller the affiliates. Roll my 12, where the players dwell, and stash more cash than Bert Fidel. Inhale, make it feel good like Tony. Pick up your little like Moni. She don't know me, but she's setting up the balance. Try to style sliding off. Y'all see how they're actually blocking out the vulgarity in the song? When he said you don't know me, but you setting up to blow me. They didn't allow him to say blow me. Why? Because censorship is necessary when you got children's ears that could possibly be listening to some stuff like this. I don't even understand people. A lot of people have been saying, like, which is something I really feel like we need to talk about. How come this Cardi B video does not have any type of parental guidance warning? It don't have no kind of block on it or nothing like that. I mean, it used to be back in the day, censorship was one of the biggest things that we always talked about. Right now, Facebook and Instagram, they censor the things that we put out on our platforms. They censor that stuff, trying to talk about these fact checking and all this other stuff like that. Why they not parental guidance on this vulgarity and this damn musical porn? You know? What's going on out here? Y'all got to understand the game's being played over your head. They're not censoring it because they want you to digest that bullshit. They want that filth in your mind. They want you to be addicted to sex. They want you to be a empty vessel that has basically a black hole that can't be filled. You cannot fill your empty soul with enough sex and vulgarity to make you happy, to make you liberated. You can't do that. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. So you got, like I said, open your eyes and realize what's being done over your head. And because you want to explain away everything, you want to dismiss away everything, it doesn't work for you. Because you end up being a pawn in the game. You end up falling right into the pit of a trap. You end up getting trapped because you thinking that you have a choice, but really they're just presenting you with something and then making you feel like there's some kind of choice that needs to be made. What is the choice that you have to make when it comes to you actually resisting from things that don't have anything to do with the upliftment or the uplifting or the building up of your soul? Please tell me, somebody please. I'm gonna keep talking about it because we need to understand this stuff comes from a place. It's not just happenstance that we have to deal with these kind of things. It's not just, oh, somebody just came out with a new song. No, Cardi B's whole existence is a plot against you. Do you understand me? There's a reason why Cardi B couldn't do she could not have her career until she became marketable. What does that mean? That means Cardi B had to go out and get her ass done, get her face done, get her teeth done, get her titties done. She had to be an image because they know that if she doesn't fit the bill of sex, then you're not going to want to consume her. They don't want you to consume her unless she's sexy, unless she's fulfilling some kind of sick fantasy in your head. You understand? Understand the games is being played over your head, okay? And come on, real music, y'all. About love. I'm not one to play around like this. Is so real, and I love how it feels. I love it when we slowly sway. I love it when we think the same thing. I love the way we move, the way we move. To something that I said earlier today on my video about when I was showing the young ladies on my page how to sew. It's something that we need to understand about virtue, okay? Being a woman of virtue has nothing to do, first of all, let me cover myself up because I normally do, okay? We have shit, this thing done came loose. Let me try to fix it. Virtue, like I was saying, being a woman of virtue is about protecting yourself. If you're going to be out in the world, okay, and you have vultures, you have wolves, you have snakes, you got vampires, you have parasites out there, all of these different things that are coming against you. If you don't understand, being a woman of virtue is a form of protection. Do you understand? If you go out there acting like your vagina makes you free, trust and believe me, every vampire that is available in society is going to be sucking your ass dry. Okay? Every person that can smell your blood because you got your legs wide open, they're going to be on your ass. And you will not be able to fight them off. Don't y'all know how beautiful you are? That's why these men out here can't get enough. And you're going to go throw it in their faces like you want to be that? What you trying to do? You might as well go and get a mattress and just lay down and open your legs and let a whole goddamn train of niggas just come through. That's just not what we do. And I'm going to tell you, I actually saw a video like that. There was a young girl who, she was a teenager. It broke my heart to watch it because it was literally a mattress on the floor in somebody's house. We didn't have no furniture. It looked like it was a bando. And And for those of you don't know street language, a bando is an abandoned house. It's an abandoned building or abandoned space. It looked like it was a bando building. And this young lady was on the mattress, and she looked like she had a Letterman jacket. You could tell she had to be somewhere in her like 14, 15, 16 age range. And she literally just came in there with her jacket, upper stuff on, and she was completely naked from the bottom down. She went and got on the mattress doggy style, and I'm not kidding you. There were at least 4 or 5 boys that were in a line going up to this young lady and having sex with her. She would not even uncover her face. The entire time she was like this, while these men were just walking up to her and just having sex with her. Is that what y'all want? Is that what y'all want? Because I don't understand what is the goal here. You talking about liberation? Oh, well, the girls, well, the boys been doing it. Why are we comparing everybody? The boys been doing this and that. We can do whatever we want. So what if we want to be bent over? So what if we want to have our backs arched? So what? So what? So what? Oh, okay, fine. So what? Don't care about it. Don't care about yourself then. Go ahead and prostitute yourself. Go ahead and sell your little vagina. Go ahead and sell your soul. Because while everybody talking about Cardi B selling her soul, while everybody talking about these artists selling their soul for a little bit of money, this, that, and the other, that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. And you're not even getting paid for it. You're not even getting luxury for it. You're getting pennies. You're getting pennies because you don't realize that these messages that's being pumped out to you is really not about liberation. Like I said, it's the game that's being played over your head is to take your virtue from you, to take your innocence from you, to take your soul from you. Eventually, like I said to one of these young girls in my comments, she was talking about how the men do this and that. And I said, look at the men in our society right now, young lady. And there's no slack on our men because I understand our whole entire culture has been under attack. But when we look at the men in our culture who have been overly sexualized themselves, and they have been the culprits of overly sexualizing women for this long, okay? What I want us to see is how have men generally evolved since the over-sexualization of women began. You have to understand these men are addicted to porn. A lot of them are addicted to masturbation. A lot of them are not in touch with their emotional intelligence. A lot of them cannot express their emotions. A lot of men these days have erectile dysfunction and can no longer function, okay, in their early age. Now, I'm not talking about older men. I'm talking about young men because they have overly exploited their genitalia. They have overly used their genitalia. They can't use it no more, okay? Your soul has a limit. Your soul has a capacity. And if you overdo it, trust and believe me, you will deplete yourself. You are not a limitless well of energy. If you expel your energy, you have to recharge it back up. And if you have not set up a system of self-care where you can put into proper perspective what you're doing with your energy, especially if you're giving it out sexually, you have no idea what you're actually doing to your soul if you're not replenishing yourself, if you're not putting your activity into a proper perspective for you to carry on in whatever way you're carrying on, okay? You have to understand, again, you are not a limitless well of energy. You come from a limitless source of energy, but you yourself are not, okay? So you have to understand what it means for these people to be out here telling you, oh, release your energy on this, release your energy on that, put your focus here, spend your focus on that. You're spending money, your currency. Your energy is your real currency. Now, if you ever thought that you was broke, you ain't never been so broke until you ain't got no more energy left in your body, until all of your chakra systems are out of balance, until all of your chakra systems are blocked, blockages in your energy centers. Y'all don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. You can't. Because if you did, there's no way we'd be having this discussion. We would not be talking about this so much, and we would not be hearing so many people going back and forth trying to defend this shit. I mean, every time I see somebody make an argument for it, I want to get on the video and do another live. Because why? Why do you want to defend it? It doesn't exactly. Semen retention. Semen retention is something that all of us, well, I shouldn't say all of us, women don't have semen, but men, y'all need to really study your anatomy. You need to study your energetic composition, your energetic structures, because you don't y'all are out of touch. A lot of men are really out of touch. I don't know how many men right now cannot express their emotions. I don't know how many men right now are addicted to porn and sexual images. How many men cannot develop a relationship with a woman because they can't stop trying to have sex with her. You cannot take care of your family because you don't know how to treat the woman, because your emotional intelligence is non-existent. You don't know what to do. You're lost. How many, concerning the music industry, I said this to the young lady as well. It's men out here that's well into their 40s who sound just like these little mumble rappers. They dress just like the mumble rappers, wearing skinny jeans and clothes that's too small, a little fanny pack wrapped around their damn shoulders, looking stupid. Damn near 40 years old, still trying to fit into that crowd. Still trying to rap, talking about I do music. What part of music do you do? You old. Stop. You damn near 40 years old. And on top of that, half of them ain't talking about nothing. Half of them ain't talking about nothing at all. And we just sitting around looking like, sir, when is this career of yours gonna do something beneficial to you? All this energy that you keep on doing, saying, oh, you do music, you do music, you do music. What else do you do, sir? Until your music career pop out. I don't knock nobody for pursuing their dreams. If you're going to pursue your dreams, do it until the day you die. And I will never stop telling you to do that. But what else? What else is there to you, okay, that you're doing? What else is it that you're producing? What other energy are you allowing people to get from you? Is it just sexual energy? Are you just expending empty, sexual energy? Brothers, how are y'all tapping into yourselves? How are you living an authentic life? Are you just getting up and going to work? Are you just getting up and going to work? Or are you just, what they call it, shit, shower, and shave? Is that all you do? Do you have let me tell you something. There are so many different areas of life that need to be worked on in order for us to live a full life. Okay? My friend says I'm 17 and really trying to work on myself. I know I've been exposed to the wrong things in this society. That's why I'm trying to reprogram myself and be a better man. For you to be saying that even at 17 years old, you are head and shoulders above so many other men that are double, triple your age. Okay, so you keep your head up and you keep on studying. I welcome you to follow my page because I'm getting ready to open up these courses for metaphysics and learning what to do with metaphysics and science and esoteric and occultism. Yeah, I'm just gonna open it up. Okay, I have free courses. Some of them are gonna be paid, but we're gonna have to get this thing together because I can't keep sitting around watching while my people are being led into self-destruction, okay? You're being led into self-destruction. The only reason, young man, why you've been exposed to the wrong things in society is because society designed that for you. So I really want you to forgive yourself for even entertaining that. If you've ever harbored any ill feelings towards yourself for liking the things you like or desiring the things you desire, as you reprogram yourself, be in the front of your mind, I'm forgiving myself as I am reprogramming. Everything that I discover about myself that I do not like, I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm going to look at this thing dead in the face and I'm going to say, you know what, enough for you. Your time is over. I'm releasing you out of my life. I thank you for teaching me the lessons that you've taught me, but I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to grow. You look at sexual perversion, or I should say sexual deviations, what is really called sexual deviance, but I call it sexual deviation because it's less of a negative connotation to it. A sexual deviation means that you're basically deviating from what nature called you to do with your sexual genitalia. Okay? Your genitalia were designed to only do one or two things, which is to have an orgasm and move your energy and to reproduce life on this planet. For you to be sticking it in places that it don't belong, for you to be jacking it off every goddamn 5 minutes, for you to be popping it off into every other woman you see, that's not what your penis is made for, okay? That's not what anybody's genitalia is made for. We have to get over these things because what is it doing for us, okay? And what is it doing to us? Again, you are not a limitless well of energy. You have to recognize when your energy sources and your energy centers are being depleted. If you're being depleted, you have to get connected to something that's going to feed you the energy you want to experience or the energy you want to feel in your emotional centers. Because if you're not taking care of your emotions, again, you are being depleted. You will not recover from that unless you do it intentionally. You have to heal by intention. The only way you do that is by designing your thoughts. When you're designing your thoughts, you're saying specifically, this is what I would like to experience. And I'm going to continuously repeat this thought to myself until I see this experience manifest in my reality. I'm going to consistently move towards a direction of whatever I want to see as my designed experience, my designed lifestyle. You can design whatever lifestyle you want, depending on how much of a sacrifice you would like to make. I need you to know that every manifestation requires sacrifice. You will not manifest anything new in your life if you're not willing to give something up. That's the way the world works. That's the reason why all these celebrities out here selling their soul, they got to give something up. A lot of them, they have family members that die. A lot of them, they have these, like I said, the selling of the soul. They have to give up their lives. They have to give up their free will in order to be in this type of, I don't want to say experience. Yeah, they have to give up their lifestyle to be in this kind of experience. So we have to just, again, remember how our bodies work. Remember how our bodies, like I said earlier, your body is intrinsically connected to your soul. So remember how that works. Okay. Your body and your soul are connected. Your body is a tool that helps you to, I want to say, grow your soul. One last thing I'm going to say before I let y'all go and go in the house, because, okay, this is raspberry lemonade and it's delicious. I probably shouldn't have got it because I feel like it's very sweet, but it is good. Full life. To live a full life. What are you doing? In your life, you have different areas that are going to require focus, attention, like I said, sacrifice, work, dedication, all that other stuff for you to be able to experience that energy in your life. You have a spiritual life. You have a physical or health and wellness life. You have hobbies. You have a career. You have a family. You have a romantic life or a love life. You have an emotional life, I want to say. You have a social life where you have to, kind of interact in a social way. You have, if you're a parent, then you have that type of lifestyle where you have to be in that role of a parent. There's so many different areas of life that will require different elements from you. It's going to require different pieces of you. For you to develop in order for you to execute it well according to your own standards, not according to society's standards. You are going to be the one that has to design, again, how you want each one of those parts of your life to function. If you want your sexual life to function a certain way, design your thoughts for it to work that way. Design your reality by telling yourself specifically what you want that to be, how you want your sex life to look. Do you want it to be ratchet and liberated, full of randoms? Okay, or do you want somebody that actually loves you, who actually feeds you information? Absolutely, you can. Anytime. If you need to, if anybody needs to DM me for questions, you can ask me some questions right now. But yes, if you came to my page from Vaughn Boogie, I'm going to be kind of mentoring him as well because he has a very large audience, and I want all of y'all to learn. I want you to learn from me. I want you to learn from him. I want him to learn from me. So yes, we're all in this together. We are all in this together. There's nothing that I am or nothing that I know that I will not share. I'm a very open book. I live my life the way I live my life. It's nothing that I won't discuss or talk about. But we definitely have to remember that living a full life has to do with what we see in ourselves. Do you see yourself as a potentially successful person? In what ways? How do you feel like your life is going to be successful? Because however you see that is how you're going to have to design your reality or your thoughts to make that reality manifest. There's not a way around having this proper thought process. Okay. Your thought process and the way that you see it is your perspective. It has a whole lot to do with what you're actually manifesting, and it has to come out a certain way. Okay. We're going to talk about the chakra systems because the energy centers in your body. Okay. They are they're like the governors of those different areas of your life. Like I said, if you have these different areas of your life that you're wanting to control, then your chakra centers are it's where you get the energy for that control. So for example, If you're looking for physical control, if you're looking for control over your physical body and over your interaction in the physical world, you're going to want to start off in your root chakra. Okay, you're going to have to figure out what is it that's blocking the energy from flowing in your root chakra so that you can work on that specific thing and design your thoughts and your perception so that you can clear the energy. Sometimes you can go get services done. People can do Reiki for you. People can do readings and give you the perspective you need to have so you can start doing the work and thinking a certain way. That stuff is useful. Let's say, for example, you were like me. Maybe you're cold-hearted at some point in your life. You lost touch with your emotional intelligence or your ability to feel and interpret your emotions. I had to do shadow work so I could figure out how to release the blockages in my heart chakra because my heart was cold. I could not feel my emotions. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm angry all the time. When things happen, I don't feel it. I don't allow it to penetrate. I don't allow myself to feel things. I suppress my energy or suppress my thoughts and my feelings. And I just move right on along like nothing ever happened. Even though I know I was hurt. Even though I know I want to express something out of my soul. Even though I know I have something to say. Or I have something that's valid that needs to be addressed. But if my heart is blocked, if my heart center is blocked, there's no way I'm going to be able to get that energy moving again until I take the initiative to say, Cherise, what is making your heart cold? What is it that you're not able to express? Why can't you say why you're angry? Why can't you feel where this anger is coming from? Why can't you pinpoint it? And I had to figure out, it was so many different things. Thank you for the compliment. So many different things that I was holding on to that I wasn't even aware of until I started realizing that my the things I was suppressing, they were starting to regurgitate. They were starting to project out of me. And it's something that we have to understand is that when we're oppressing these chakra centers, when we're oppressing ourselves, because that happens when you're oppressing or suppressing yourself, then eventually the energy will start to project out. It will regurgitate out of you like vomit. You'll start to get angry and you're spitting anger everywhere. You'll start to get jealous and you're spitting jealousy everywhere. You'll start to get resentful. You're spitting resentfulness everywhere. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you snapping? And people, you looking around like, what you mean? You don't even know why you snapping. You don't know why you're angry. You have no idea why every time somebody say something to you, they was just talking regular and you got an attitude. You aggravated for what? It's because your energy centers are messed up. Your energy centers are messed up. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm glad. It's interesting that you said that, wise Solomon, because one of the kind of things in my life that I've always wondered about is where I come from. I don't know where I come from. I wish I did. I know that my maiden name is Muse, M-U-S-E. From my father's side, my mother had a very common, European name. Her last name was Davis. My family's last name is Grayton. Going a little bit higher up to my great grandmother, her last name was Grayton. But I really don't know where my family is sourced from. We don't have a very connected family tree. I would have to do a whole lot of genealogy to figure that out. But I'm even scared to give up my damn blood anymore. I don't want nobody I don't want nobody having my blood no more. But again, like I was saying, we have to start paying attention, because I'm gonna tell you this as well. This chakra at the top, your crown chakra, where your third eye is, all of what's going on up here. Y'all, we are getting ready to move into a time, y'all, right now. You cannot afford to have your crown chakra blocked. You cannot afford to have your crown chakra blocked. Really, you can't afford to have none of them blocked. You have 7 energy centers that are housed along your spine. Okay? Those energy centers, they govern your entire life. Your emotional life. Okay? You have the solar plexus. You have the sacral chakra. You have the heart chakra. You have the throat chakra. You have the what do you call this thing up here? The crown chakra, and then you have the root chakra. Okay, it's the very bottom. And so what I'm saying to you is that each area of your life, like I said, somehow it corresponds with these chakra centers. And until you start to address those chakra centers and get your energy right, get your vibrations up, increase your frequencies, you will not experience a full life. You will not experience pleasure in your life. You will not experience comfort in your life. You will not experience satisfaction in your life. You'll never be content. You'll never have joy. You'll never have peace. You'll never have happiness. You will never have it until you start to work for it. This life requires your work. It requires your attention. It requires your focus. You cannot be out here willy-nilly being all distracted by this bullshit happening in society. Society is a distraction. Entertainment. What is entertainment? I ask people that all the time. What is entertainment? What is it? In some ways, entertainment can be useful whenever it is art. If you have artistic entertainment, then it can serve a purpose. If the artist is responsible for creating content in their artistry that means something that they can actually articulate, and something that actually translates and resonates to that articulation. If you're going to tell me that you're giving me something that's liberating as an artist, can you please show me as an artist, how is this creatively liberating? You're not going to tell me that shaking your ass in the camera is liberating you and that that's art. I call bullshit. No, it's not art. If it was art, we would have been able to call it art way before. We would have been calling it artistry and liberating way before. How come twerking has never been called liberating so many times until it became this vulgar? Is anybody putting the pieces together? See, the games is being played over your head. These people are systematically blocking your chakra centers from ascending, because they know if enough of us get to the point where our chakras are aligned, baby, guess what? That means we are now a part of a universal collective consciousness that cannot be fucked with. And they're afraid of that. That's the reason why they're so afraid of us, y'all. Because if we was to ever start thinking for ourselves, if we was to ever stop taking whatever impositions they put on our lives, if we would ever stop being distracted and taking these suggestive subconscious programming, all this propaganda, if we would stop accepting it, digesting it, consuming it, then they know they would be in trouble. They would not be able to sustain their control over our mental and physical environment, because we would be truly liberating our minds, truly liberating ourselves to say, you know what? That's just a couple of girls on the screen doing what they've been paid to do. This is not liberating, okay? This is not art. This is not real. These girls are not real. All of them are not real. They got on fake hair, fake nails, makeup on their faces. You don't even know what the fuck they look like. They all got on costumes instead of outfits. Like, what is this fashion nowadays? These girls are wearing costumes. They are literally in costume. They got fake bodies, fake asses, fake titties, everything fake. This shit is not real, y'all. It's not real life. And then y'all walking around the goddamn grocery store looking like that. That's not womanhood. That is not liberating. It's stupid. And the sad thing about it is, half of y'all parents is doing it. Half of it is 30-somethings that's out there condoning this shit. Oh, it's a really catchy song. Come on now. It's not a catchy. Even if it is a catchy song, I don't give a damn if it's catchy or not. I don't care if it's catchy or not. Where do we draw the line? Let's draw the line. And let's get it together, okay? Our chakra centers govern our lives. And if we're not going to govern our chakras, if we're not going to govern the different parts of our life, we're never, ever, never going to get there. We're not going to get there, y'all. We have to be more diligent. We have to be awake at our gates. We have to block ourselves from consuming certain types of things. And I think that's what's the problem with us. We think that we're invincible physically. A lot of us don't sense that we have a mortality in our bodies whenever our mind is not in control. I need you to hear me when I say that. If you go do some research, if you look at what's my friend name? Oh, it's a yogi. He's a yogi. Dang, I can't remember his name. It's a documentary about him. He was able to get his chakras perfectly aligned to the point where his mind was in full control of his body. And I'm going to tell you what he did. Dang, I got to figure out what's the name of that doggone documentary. I'm going to tell you what he did. He went and gave his teachings. He lived a life that was similar to Jesus. Very similar to Jesus. So what he did was, he decided that he was going to teach people alignment, okay? And like in the Bible, when Jesus died, he ascended or whatever. This guy did the same thing, but when he ascended, he did it intentionally. And when I say he ascended, I mean he left his body. He basically told his spirit, I don't want to be in this world no more. We're leaving. And that's pretty much what he did. He went into a meditative state. He exited his body, and he never came back. They eventually pronounced him dead. But he told them, I'm not coming back. I'm finished with this earthly plane. I don't need this body no more. I'm exiting. He left, and that was it. And I'm telling y'all, when we get to a point of mastery, that's where we're headed. And that's the reason why these Caucasians do not want us to ascend. Because if you have that much power to where you can leave this earthly plane and never come back again if you don't want to, what if all of us was able to do that? Well, where would Caucasians be without their slaves? They would be working them damn selves, and that's the reason why they don't want us to ascend, because they know once we get ourselves aligned, we realize we don't need them. We don't need this body. We don't need this. We don't need this physical plane. You understand? So we have to get ourselves to a place where we understand, again, the game that's being played over our head. They're sucking our energy from us out of our chakra centers by distracting us, by feeding us content that is literally draining our energy day by day. And if you do not get yourself in order, you will be left. You ever seen the movie Left Behind? All these people ascending, going up into the sky, and there's some people left behind like, why the hell didn't I ascend? Sometimes life imitates art, and sometimes art imitates life. All the time, those two things are true. So we have to make sure that we get ourselves into a place where we're not allowing pseudo reality to distract us from reality itself. Can't do that. My friend says everything is made to break us down in order to control us, and that's exactly what I'm getting at. We have been broken down, and they're continuing to